I just feel so serene while I'm reading it. Like I feel like I'm at home. Scene makes me so emo. I did not think I was gonna cry like this. Hi. Wait, I should probably angle this so you can see my bookshelf because you know I'm a booktuber. Hi, I'm Hayley. Welcome back to my channel. I decided to do an impromptu reading vlog so you guys can like get a little insight into my life, I guess. I want to start off by saying thank you to the sponsor of this video. Thank you to Vaunt for sponsoring this video. They were kind enough to send me some of their products so I could try them out and review them for you guys. So I just want to tell you a little bit about their products because they're pretty cool. Vaunt actually sent me 2 of their clip-on reading lights. They sent me their 6 LED reading light and then they sent me their 16 LED reading light. I don't know why it's bent like that. I'm sorry, I was using it. What I really like about these lights is that, well, the first one, the 16 LED one, you can clip it onto so many different things, but I could clip it onto my bookshelf or I could clip it onto the headboard of my bed. So when I'm reading at night, I could have this light. And something that's really nice about it is that it has different settings. So you can see, but it has different settings. It gets brighter. There's the 6 LED light. This one you can clip onto the book and it's actually what you're supposed to do. You clip it onto the book. And I really like that it has padding here so it doesn't mess up the pages and it's super gentle on your book. This one also has different settings so it gets brighter. I have really bad lighting in my room at night and I love reading at night, so it's really nice to have these lights. So yeah, thank you to Vaunt for sending me these lights. They also gave me a discount code if you guys want to buy any of their products. So this code will work for any of their products. Just use the code P10 Hayley on their website and you will get 10% off any of their products. And they also offered to do a giveaway for all of you. So if you want a chance to win one of these lights, then stay tuned to the end of the video to see how you can. I just finished my first class of the day and I was just looking at my reading spreadsheet and I will show it to you in a second, but I just wanted to update you first on my recent reads. I finished ACOTAR this morning. This is my 3rd time reading ACOTAR and the first 2 times I read it, I didn't really enjoy it. I don't remember almost anything from the series, which is weird because I read it less than a year ago, but I honestly think I just blacked out when I read these books because I don't recall the information, especially ACOTAR. I gave it 4 stars this time. I was very surprised by how much I enjoyed it. So part of the fun was obviously like rereading it, like knowing like how everything goes down in the next 2 books and like being able to catch stuff that I didn't notice the first couple times I read it. But ACOTAR was the first reread that I annotated. I tabbed for Feyre's journey, like her overall journey, like her healing, her trauma, stuff like that. And then I tabbed for romance, not with Tamlin, obviously that's disgusting, but with you-know-who. And then I tabbed for Nesta / all of the Archeron sisters because I'm very interested in seeing how Feyre and Nesta are 2 sides of the same coin. So I tabbed for moments that showed me that. And I also tabbed for moments of Feyre being a baddie. Of course. And I appreciated Feyre's sisters so much more. And I already know that I like them like at the end of the series, but I never liked them in ACOTAR and now I do. It was just so much more fun to like look deeper into the characters and how every part of the story is woven together. Now I can see more why each scene matters and how much detail Sarah J. Maas puts into certain aspects of the story and like the tiniest little moments. It's very impressive, honestly. Like just from a writer's point of view, I don't know how she does that. Whatever works for her. I'm obviously gonna be reading ACOTAR next. I'm gonna be reading A Court of Mist and Fury next. The audiobook for ACOWAR is 25 hours long. The audiobook for ACOMAF is 23 hours long. The audiobook for ACOTAR was only 16 hours. Like, I ripped through that bitch. But this is gonna take me a minute. You guys, I'm not kidding when I tell you I only remember the first part of ACOMAF and the very end. The middle, I have no idea what happened. Like, I literally blacked out when I read it. I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. So I'm really excited to go into that and read it and, you know, reevaluate everything. And I love Feyre so much. Like, I love her so much. I'm going to show you my reading spreadsheet though, because I've been saying that I'm going to show it to you for like hours. This is my reading spreadsheet. I just want to show you like the basic stuff so you can see that this is where you like input the month that you read. Oh yeah, it gets long, but title, month you read it, yada yada, like all this stuff. So you put in all the information about the book, and it tells you how many days it took you to read, and then you have like representation that you can check off. You can see yearly stats in this tab. So you have all the tabs. Oops, you have all the tabs down here. I need to restart my reading spreadsheet because I messed it up, and so like not everything here is accurate. Like for some reason it says that I read 0.9 books a month. Then I can see my ratings breakdown, which is cool. My average rating, representation in books. Here is the monthly breakdown, and so you can see here, this is my reread of ACOTAR. And then I haven't done this, it's just my TBR. And I haven't done this either. And then I actually don't know what Call Pile is. I'm not sure what my favorite book of January is yet. It's either going to be The Bone Shard Daughter, Cemetery Boys, or The City of Brass. So I have to decide. That's my reading spreadsheet. I hope you enjoyed the little tour. I don't remember whose it is. I got it from Deja during one of her lives. I don't remember who she got it from, but I will link it down below if I can figure it out. Yeah, I need to redo mine. So don't comment down below saying that it's messed up, because I know. I have class in like 17 minutes. I don't want to go. We'll see if I start ACOMAF tonight. I'm not sure. Usually I can't read books back to back because I need like a day break in between. You know what? I need to write my book reviews. I need to do that. But I kind of want to start a romance book. I'm gonna go to class, and then I will update you when I start reading or when I start doing something else. I don't know, but see you in a bit. Hi everyone. So I am literally the shittiest vlogger, but I did reading sprints. Sorry, there are like a bunch of moths like outside of my room, really weird. But I did reading sprints with Kath, Nova, and Cassidy. I just got to page 141. I'm on chapter 15. I feel like I'm not having as good of a time as when I was reading ACOTAR, and I do like it better than when I read it for the first time. But I feel like I'm still having the same problem as like, I'm like not as engaged. It's like way slower than ACOTAR, which is weird because I feel like ACOTAR also like had nothing happening. And I'm like, see, now I know why I blacked out, because it's so slow. But I feel like this time I'll have a better time because I already know these characters and I'm going to be paying more attention to them. I'm annotating. I have been using my clear notes. This book is so thick. Could literally kill someone with it. It's like past 1 a.m. I went to bed at 6 a.m. last night. I haven't vlogged. I just completely forgot I was doing this vlog, to be honest. I'm gonna vlog more tomorrow when I look more put together, and I'm gonna read some more of this big bitch. So far, I don't see my rating for A Court of Mist and Fury changing. By the time I get to the end and I see like how far Feyre has come from the beginning, I think it's gonna be amazing. The wedding scene, I remembered that part where Feyre's like, I don't want red roses, because obviously she's like triggered by the color red. I remember that being what sets her off, like the red rose petals on the ground when she's like walking up to the altar. I didn't remember it being as bad as it actually is. Like homegirl is like having a full-on panic attack, like I can't do this, and it's so sad. And then the scene, and I know that that's like everyone's favorite scene where Rhysand comes in, but I really was just so concerned for Feyre. I don't give a fuck about Rhysand in that moment. And then later, the scene, oh my god, this scene where Tamlin traps her inside of the house. I almost cried. I was so mad. That was like such a turning point for her, because this whole time she's been in denial. Like, no, Tamlin is still good. He just wants the best for me. He's just trying to protect me. And then she realizes in this moment, she's like, like, that like really got to me. I don't know why I almost started crying, because I just felt so bad for her. Rereading books is just so great, man. Like I should do it more often for my favorite series. I'm so excited to reread Throne of Glass, because I just know it's gonna be such a wild ride. It's gonna be a lot of emotional turmoil though. I don't know if I should do that to myself. I will. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. You'll be like heaven to touch.
I am now 163 pages in. Last night I stopped at like page 131, I think. I'm watching Deja's reading sprints. Can you see that? I was like literally about to start reading and I noticed she was live and I was like, oh my God, perfect timing. I'm gonna try and read some more before I do writing sprints with my friends. I'm right at the part where Farrah is having dinner with the inner circle for the first time. Super cute, super fun. Also, did I tell you that Cassidy got me a Kingdom of Flesh and Fire? It's right up there. Right there. And so now I actually have to finish a series and I'm probably gonna do a reading vlog for it. I'll be like giving my least favorite series another try. I'll probably do that at some point. Not anytime soon. I honestly wish I had the audiobook for that book because I feel like it would make it much easier to read, but I'm gonna read it without the audiobook and it's probably gonna take me like 2 weeks to read because I don't know how to read without audiobooks now. I don't know if you noticed. I used to be able to finish books in like a day or two, even without audiobooks, but now I'm like, I can't. I don't know. I'm like completely reliant on audiobooks now. I want to get at least halfway through Akamath today, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen because I did the math. And technically I only have I have like less than 6 hours left of reading because I'm like listening to the audiobook on 3 times speed. Basically 6 more hours of reading left. And I was like, I could technically finish it today if I wanted to read for 6 hours today, but that's a lot of time. I'm probably just going to get to page 200 and then stop. Yeah, anyway. Oh yeah, I just passed my favorite part in Akamath. My favorite part is when, I'll just read it to you, honestly. This is a quote that I think about often because it makes me very sad. On page 149 of A Court of Mist and Fury, on chapter something, I don't actually remember. It's when Rhys and Feyre are walking through Valeris together for the first time. And they're talking about Amren. And Rhys is like saying how he's the most powerful High Lord, but Amren is something that I've only done once in the past century. That did not sound right, but you know what I mean. And Amren was worse and older than 5,000 years. I waited for the fear to hit, waited for my body to shriek to find a way to get out of this dinner, but nothing. Maybe it'd be a mercy to be ended. A broad hand gripped my face, gently enough not to hurt, but hard enough to make me look at him. Don't you ever think that, Rhys hissed, his eyes livid, not for one damned moment. And then she sees into his mind, like, how he sees her, and she's like, super obviously like she looks really bad because she like just got out of the spring court. Past like chapter before that, she like doesn't feel anything. She's like, oh, I should feel fear, I should feel anger. Like anytime that she does feel anger, she's like, oh, this is good, this is better than feeling nothing. And I just feel so bad for her. And like also when she was like, oh, it'd be a mercy to be ended, like basically saying that she'd be better off dead, and Rhys is just like, no, don't you ever think that. And I just really appreciate when Sarah J. Maas includes moments like this. Wait, I just want to say something. Okay. A lot of people say that Tamlin's like descent into like being abusive or whatever felt really abrupt and like came out of nowhere. And so when they went from ACOTAR to Akamath, they were like really shocked. Personally, I never liked Tamlin, never liked him. So like when I read Akamath and he became the way that he did, I wasn't surprised. Because I felt like he was never good. Like, he literally kidnapped Feyre. He abducted her. I don't know why anyone ever liked him, honestly. And he, no matter how nice he was to her, she literally was still his prisoner. Even if he was like, no, you're not my prisoner. Even if he told her that he loved her, she was still his prisoner. Literally from day one. And also the fact that he could never keep his damn claws in his hands. He was always so quick to rage. He was so mad all the time. He could not control his emotions. And that just got worse in Akamath. It got worse for both Feyre and Tamlin because they both went through this horrible trauma. So when people say that it was abrupt, like him suddenly becoming a monster was like, it felt like it was out of nowhere, I don't understand that because it's so clear that they both went through something horrible under the mountain, Feyre especially, but like they both went through something horrible. And of course, they're both going to be different. But I'm like, I feel like their reactions were perfectly natural. Like they both have huge reactions to trauma and like the way that they cope with it and the way that they're just going through it. Tamlin's was obviously a lot more violent and a lot more unsafe, and he even acknowledged that, and he told Feyre, he's like, sometimes I can't control it. And I'm like, well then, bitch, maybe you should break up with her so she doesn't have to be around you since it's unsafe. That's the part that bothers me the most. It's like, I understand that he is also going through it, But the fact that he could acknowledge that he wasn't in a good place and he was hurting her, but he still couldn't let her go, that is such bullshit to me. And also just the fact that Pharaoh was not his first mistake. Like, he's fucked up before her. That's what I have to say about that. Because I feel like I see so many times that Sarah J. Maas like ruined Tamlin's arc, or she ruined his character just to make Reese seem better. And I was like, he was never good. He was never good. Just because he bought Pharaoh paint. Also, I just want to say, a lot of people mock the whole "it's your choice, Pharaoh" thing that Reese always tells her. And I get it. It's a little corny. But I think the whole point of it is not that he's like giving her rights, like a lot of people say. But it's just the fact that Pharaoh was literally deprived of making her own decisions and her own autonomy for so long, being with Tamlin, and even like before then being with her sisters. Reese is literally just reminding her that she is her own person because she has forgotten, because she has been deprived and abused for so long. But anyway, I just had to say that. That's my little update. I'm gonna go, but I hope you enjoy my little rant. Yeah, I'm doing a reading vlog. Say hi.
Oh, vlog. Oh, wait, no, I don't. Wait.
Hi, Hayley's channel.
No, stop.
Okay, are you ready now?
Not the earphones, please.
All right, all that, and we're sprinting.
Hi. Ready for me to do my Hayley impression?
Oh God.
I just
Stop. Stop. I hate it here.
Wait, her newest videos, she's like this, but her hair's in a ponytail. I'm like, Hayley, what are you putting back?
I just got to page 275 in Akamath, and things are picking up. Having a good time. I've been using my clear sticky notes a lot too. So I've been annotating like a mofo, and I'm having a fun time. So I'm gonna write now because we're doing writing sprints, and we're probably gonna sprint for a few hours. I'm not about to go to sleep. I'm about to read some more. But I just had a moment. I just feel so comfortable reading these books. Like, it's just such a pleasant experience. I don't really know how to explain it, because it's like, obviously when you read really good books, like when you read your favorite books, it's like so much fun and you just are so in love with everything. But this is a different experience because I already know the world and I know the characters. But I feel like that's why I just feel so serene while I'm reading it. Like, I feel like I'm at home. I don't know. I know that sounds corny. Considering how it's not one of my favorite series, it's weird to me that I like feel this much for it. Maybe it is my favorite. No, it's not my favorite. I don't know. I'm like having a crisis right now. But I don't know. I feel so comfortable, and like I just feel so warm while I'm reading it. And I think it's just because I have so much love for the world and these characters. And I was just thinking, I was like, when I finish this series, I'm gonna be really sad, because for one, I hate finishing series because I always get so depressed. I'm like maybe I'll just be rereading these books a lot. They're just so wonderful to live in. I was telling myself I'm gonna read for 2 more hours, but it's literally already 2 a.m. I will update you later. You guys, I'm not even kidding. Before I started this reread, I was like, I'm not gonna cry, because like I didn't cry when I read it the first time, which you think would be like the most emotional time because it's like brand new, but no. So I'm reading the Starfall scene where like Feyre paints for the first time on Reese, and you know the quote, "My friend through so many dangers," and like scene makes me so emo, because back when they were under the mountain, Reese tried so hard to protect her from going into that dark place that he's in. Even when he was like pissing her off in the cell, like he was doing that on purpose so that she would feel, you know, and not like be numb and not like succumb to the horrors that Amarantha was putting her through. She still came out like broken, like he couldn't like prevent that. But I think that ultimately he helped her like not be way worse than she could have been. And I don't know, I just like thinking about that, like I did not think I was gonna cry like this. Feyre's come so far and she's painting again, and she's smiling and she's laughing, and I'm at chapter 45 and I'm on page 441. I read exactly 200 pages since last night. Kind of crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. Didn't think I was gonna end with me crying. I didn't think I was gonna cry at all, but here we are. Anyway, good night. Okay, it is past 5 a.m. at this point. And I know I said I was gonna go to bed, but I like tweeted some stuff and people responded to my tweets. And I said that I was like crying while reading Akamath, and I was like, I didn't think I was gonna cry. And someone was like, how are you crying? It's erotica. And I was like, what? And this is a common occurrence. Not like this specifically, but like people only perceiving Sarah J Maas's books as erotica. When like, first of all, as someone who now knows what makes a book erotica, I can confidently tell you that Sarah J Maas's books are technically not erotica, first of all. Second of all, there are literally 2 whole smut scenes in this book. That's actually generous. I'd say it's like 1.5. It's not erotica. Like, how can you read an entire 600-page book and only consider the sex scenes when there were literally only like 1.5 sex scenes? Like, how do you just miss the whole purpose of the book? Like, I just don't understand how people can read her books and just only think that it's about sex. You have to be trying to ignore the other things in the book at that point. Sarah J Maas actually did the damn thing and included an emotional arc for her protagonist, and that's what I like to see. I'm gonna go to bed now. I'll see if my melatonin works. Maybe I should have taken the stronger one. I thought that the other one would have knocked me out, but here I am, crying in the club. I just finished Akamath and I gave it 5 stars, which is a star higher than the first time I read it. It was just like, the book is a whole moment. Like, I don't know. It was like really good. But I just think that the way that the story was told was like perfect. And Feyre's journey to healing, her journey to Reese, fantastic. And oh my God, literally every single moment with Nesta I loved. Like, I loved her so much in this book. That scene where they were meeting with the Mortal Queens, Moore showed them Valeris, and then the queens were still like, I don't know if we can give you the book, blah blah blah. And then Nesta just like, she gave 0 fucks. She was so over it. She's like, just give them the book now. Like, I love that scene so much. And then she's like crying, and you know it is so hard for her to show emotions. I just love that scene so much. And I just love her in this book, like literally every single moment with her. And I think that it's very incredible, the fact that she didn't even have that many moments in the book. Like, her scenes were so few and far in between, and she like barely said anything. But every single one of her moments was just so impactful for me for some reason. I don't know. I think that just really speaks to like how powerful her character is. And I don't know. I think that Sarah J Maas just built a really great character with her. I'm like dreading ACOWAR now, because I know that things are gonna go so downhill, because I know that like after the cauldron, she's like, that's just like a huge trauma for her. And so like now she's gonna be so bad. Oh, she's gonna be so mean. I'm upset because I feel like she made so much progress with her sisters and like with the Fae and working with them ever since she talked to Feyre in ACOTAR after like she first came back from Prythian. Ever since then, and then like all throughout Akamath, she was so chill, and their relationship was so chill. Like, they were on their way to healing and just like being great. And then the fucking cauldron happens. King of Hybern shoves her into the cauldron, and now she's like terrified and scared, and she doesn't want to and it's so bad. I know ACOWAR is gonna be so bad with that, but like I don't know. I'm so excited to read A Court of Silver Flames. Like, I'm like quivering with excitement now. And then I'm gonna have A Court of Silver Flames vlog. But yeah, this is my book, nice and annotated. This might be my most annotated book. I went through so many of these, you guys. I didn't cry anymore, surprisingly. Actually, I'm not that surprised. It was just that one scene, chapter 44, it really got me. But that's still my favorite chapter in the whole book. That's my favorite moment in the whole book. Oh my God, them at Starfall. Oh, so good. Anyway, okay, but I just want to say the last few lines of Akamath just like give me chills like every time I read them. I'm gonna read them to you because I think that we all deserve to have this moment together. As if he knew that they had led a fox into a chicken coop and he could do nothing. And so Tamlin unwittingly led the High Lady of the Night Court into the heart of his territory. Like, that is a poem. Straight up poetic. Yeah, this is a great series. I still don't know if I would call it my favorite, just because I don't know, I do really like it though. Like, maybe I should just give it up. Hayley, just admit it. You like ACOTAR. Just admit it. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do it. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Goodbye. I want to talk about this giveaway real quick. If you want to be entered in this giveaway, make sure that you follow Vaunt on their social medias. I'll have it linked down below, and make sure you follow all of my social media accounts. Subscribe to my channel. I'll also have details on my Twitter so that you can enter there, and I will also have details on my Instagram so that you can enter there. It is going to be contained to the US, so I'm sorry if you're international, but they can only do the US right now. If you want to enter in the giveaway, just comment down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Remember to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next week with another video. Bye.